Understanding consumer behaviour is essential to being able to effectively market any product. An effective way to achieve this is through understanding and utilising the 5 steps of the consumer decision-making process. These steps include need recognition, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision, and post-purchase behaviour. Today this will be applied to the decision-making process of customers purchasing the Beats pill, which is in the category of speakers and the subcategory of portable speakers. In this presentation, each step will be thoroughly explained and applied to the Beats pill, alongside a series of recommendations to help better understand how consumers think when purchasing this high-end product, and how we can use this information to make the product more appealing to our buyers.
The need recognition, also known as problem identification, is the first important step in consumer buying behavior. This happens when consumers figure out an unmet need that must be fulfilled. A need is a requirement that's a must for a person to live and survive in the world, whereas a want is just required by a person to be satisfied. To trigger a consumer to purchase portable speakers, the main feature why the consumer would be triggered to purchase the portable speaker would be because of its extremely lightweight portable design and the quality sounds compared to the traditional speakers we used before. Personally, I got a portable speaker where I use it while traveling long distances. Since the radio stations become unclear and more local, also take it out to the ground on weekends to put on some music while playing cricket with friends, and I use the speaker for general use at home as well. It could be simply mentioned that speaker would be used by everyone in the society in general. However, it could be further clarified when considering the 5 personality traits that extroversion people are more likely to fully utilize the speaker, as these people are outgoing and always be in sociable situations. Therefore, they tend to take out the speaker much more often for gatherings or to listen to music. The first major problem the consumers may face is the connectivity, because some portable speakers cannot be connected to all devices. Only some devices gets recognized. For instance, sometimes the Beats pill gets connected for some phones but doesn't get connected for some because either the other devices are out of date or it has new software that doesn't allow the speaker to connect. Secondly, it would be great to introduce a general voice recognition software to the portable speaker to make it much more convenient, because then people do not have to stop what they're doing to touch on the buttons to increase or reduce the volume. Thirdly is to increase the battery life, rather than the general 12 hours, hopefully at least 16 to 20 hours, which could be a major support for people who frequently listen to music. Because this means if the speakers are put on full volume, the rate of the battery life draining it would be very quick. Since current speakers are set for at least 12 hours, however, it's utilized in full volume, the battery life could be approximately 8 to 10 hours only, or perhaps even lesser. Finally, the most important need by the consumer is proper waterproof speakers, because most speakers becomes broken or jammed once liquids enter through. It's even a problem with the current waterproof speakers available in the market, as they do not last long once used in the water for longer durations. When considering the connectivity issue, perhaps the portable speakers could be installed with the software which could be used to update speaker to suit old or new phones or other devices. Further recommendations could be a waterproof casing which could be provided for consumers. Also, this may not be just protect the speaker from liquids, but it could make the speakers look more colorful by providing variety of designs. Longer battery life could be achieved by perhaps providing consumers a mini portable charger or a fast charger to extend the battery life. Furthermore, something that's noticed is the most portable speakers aren't advertised in TV commercials. Therefore, the recommendation would be that speakers should be advertised more on TV commercials rather than just online to create further awareness.
As the product chosen, Beats Pill, is in the highly competitive music/sound industry, the buyer is extremely likely to search for information relating to the product. They would also search for information as the price range of $200 to $300 is quite high for a leisure product of a speaker. Information search is where the consumer wants to act on a need/want that was recognized in step 1. This is where they gather information regarding the product in which they have an interest in. Firstly, the buyer would conduct an internal search. This is done by recalling any information that the buyer has about the product. This information is a direct result of past events, in which the buyer would recall. Then the buyer would move to the external search, in which they would ask their friends and family for information regarding the product. This is referred to as non-market controlled research, and is often more valuable as it comes from a trusted source. The consumer would engage in other external searches, which is referred to as market-controlled search. Market-controlled search refers to research that is taken from advertisements, salespeople, or individuals that have direct contact with selling you the product. This includes online searching of websites, JB Hi-Fi, Harvey Norman, eBay, Kogan, and all these websites for related products. Going in store to compare different speakers, reading online reviews and blogs about the pill, or even checking catalogs that come out weekly to compare prices of Beats Pill to other speakers. These are all ways that the consumer can do research. Information search is a step that may often be skipped. This may be the case if the risks are low. The 5 main risks involved with a purchase are financial, social, physical, functional, and psychological. The higher the risk, the more research will be conducted. Furthermore, the less known by the buyer also contributes to the evaluation of the risk involved. In this instance, the risk involved with purchasing Beats Pill would be low to medium as evaluated. My recommendation to Beats Pill is to establish the product with as many consumers as possible as a high quality and cost-effective product. This may be done through extensive social media and television advertising. This way, when the buyer asks their friends and family if Beats Pill is a good product, the friends and families will recall the knowledge given from these advertisements as a high quality and cost-effective product, therefore making the consumer more influenced to purchase the Beats Pill as it is taken from a friend and family member. Evaluation of alternatives is step 3. Step 3 is conducted when the buyer has recognized a need/want, performed research on that need/want, and now wants to compare various products within the market. Firstly, the buyer must have an evoked set/consideration set. This is a list of brands in which the buyer wishes to compare the product to. For Beats Pill, my evoked set consists of JBL, Sony, Beats, and Ultimate Ears. When the consumer is deciding what brand to go with, they consider what fits both their objective and subjective criteria. Some subjective criteria for deciding on a speaker may be the features such as the battery life, the connectivity, and the price, whereas the subjective criteria would be the emotional aspect associated with the speaker, such as any attachments with a particular brand. The consumer will then use cutoffs to narrow down the final product in which they will consume. Cutoffs used for Beats Pill purchase were that the speaker must be over $200 but under $300. It must have a 10-hour plus battery life and must be easily transported. Furthermore, the consumer will also use brands to help evaluate which product to purchase. For example, Beats brand is associated with celebrities and sports stars, whereas Sony is associated with experience in making products and long-term stability. Marketers can also use framing to persuade the consumer. This may be done by emphasizing a particular feature of a product. This has been done with Beats Pill with their slogan, "Sound bigger than its size." As there are many brands in the sound industry, low cost is not going to cut it. Beats Pill should ensure that they use differentiation so that Beats Pill stand out above all the other brands. Focusing as the highest quality brand is the way that Beats is heading. I recommend that Beats invest in longer battery life. As compared to its competitors, it currently has the shortest life. Furthermore, Beats should invest in making the product more durable, such as waterproof or resistant, stronger, so that the Beats product is not excluded from areas with water. These changes will help ensure that Beats offer a better product that is better than its competitors and substitutes. This will ensure that substitutes are not chosen over Beats Pill. This step narrows the product down to the one that the consumer wants, which leads into step 4, purchase decision.
For the consumer, the next step is the purchase decision. To proceed with the purchase, various factors may influence the final outcome. Beats has become very popular due to its association with rapper Dr. Dre. This collaboration may be a deciding factor as it may increase the sense of belonging with people of the same culture and passions. Once this decision has been made, the consumer is free to further select their product with cosmetic preferences, such as selecting a colour you would like or the availability in store or online. Trial purchase is not an option for the Beats pill. However, stores that stock it, like JB Hi-Fi, have flexible return policies as well as warranty to protect the product. Once the consumer has reached the stage, there are usually only two factors that will dissuade them from their preference. These are other people's negative attitudes towards a product, such as friends or reviews, and unanticipated situational factors, like a competing offer or unexpected emotions, like being short on time or liking the salesperson. Being under the music and sound category, the Beats pill has been promoted in a number of fun and exciting ways due to its size, portability, and ability to produce great sound. JB Hi-Fi ran a promotional stand when it was first released, which played Dr. Drake's music in their store through the speaker, aiming to draw shoppers in. The Beats pill also ran its own commercial video, using famous musician Robert Thicke to promote the speaker in a clip with attractive women, which could have prompted the target audience of adolescents and young adults in purchasing the product and adding to its cult status. The target market for the Beats pill is a 16 to 28-year-old with disposable income, medium socio-economic status, living in a metro area or close surroundings, and looking for a portable speaker to entertain as well as personal use. A recommendation for the Beats pill to help further influence the buyer's purchasing decision is to run a promotional giveaway and give free waterproof Beats pills casing with every product sold. Beats as a brand, though, in itself is propelled by public opinion. Often consumers will go into the purchase process with the intention to only buy a Beats product. Due to this, slight improvements can be made to bridge the gap between those looking for a speaker and those looking for a Beats speaker.
Post-purchase behaviour is the fifth and final stage of the consumer decision-making process, wherein the consumer evaluates their purchase once they receive the product and determine their satisfaction. The consumer of the Beats pill will in this stage evaluate the packaging of the device, finding that it arrives in a small compact box with two separate boxes within, one containing the actual Beats pill device and the other containing a charging cord. This packaging is secure and of reasonably high quality, ensuring the product arrives safely in shipping. Considering that this is a portable device, the smaller box may also function as a secure place to store the Beats pill whenever it's not in use. As a recommendation for the Beats company in post-purchase behaviour, Beats could offer an extended warranty to purchase after the first free year, entitling them to free repairs, services and battery replacements for any cosmetic damages or manufacturing defects after paying for the extended coverage. This would make the consumers feel safer in their expensive purchase and give the company a way to earn money from the product post-sales. In this presentation, we have given an in-depth explanation of the 5 steps of the consumer decision-making process, how they apply to the Beats pill portable speaker, and based on this information, identified ways in which the Beats company could better market their product to the consumers. Through this analysis of the way in which the product is marketed, the importance of understanding the consumer decision-making process is highlighted, showing how integral it is to utilize this system in ways we market our products. On the next slide is a list of recommendations from throughout the presentation which can be used in future marketing schemes to improve our ability to appeal to the consumer with our product.